Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I can't believe what I'm saying, man. Right. I'm going to say something straight off of the rip. Right? Because I know some people are going to be moaning. I think this is fake news. I don't believe this for 1 second. This guy's coming out saying it's a full agreement, 5 years, 70 mil. I'm going to tell you now, right? I think this is fake news. So my advice is save your time and turn off the stream. I want to see no one in the comment section after going, oh, this was fake news. Why did you do a stream? I'm telling you it's fake news. In my opinion, this is not true. It can't be true. Why would it be true? Why on earth would we be signing another winger? So in my opinion, yeah, I'm telling every 626 people in this live stream now, I am telling you to switch off the stream. Turn it off. Don't watch. Because this cannot happen. I don't understand why this would happen. Why on earth would we sign another winger who could play left wing when we have Grealish, Oscar Bob, Doku, Savio? It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. I don't believe it for 1 second, man. I also don't even think he's that good. I'm looking at the chat and I'm seeing Liverpool fans in here begging us to take him. Please, City. Please, LB. Make City sign Luis Diaz. That's not a player that you should be wanting to sign, in my opinion, when the opposition fans... I mean, to be fair, that did happen with a Kanji. He turned out to be mint. But I just don't get it. This is not true, man. I think this is fake news. I genuinely think this guy is a waffler. It has to be. It makes no sense. Boom. Sam Lee says, understand there is no truth in the Diaz links. That was genuinely fun for 15 minutes. Boom. Right. See you later. No. We will still talk. Not about Luis Diaz. Because in fact, no, I will tell you about the Luis Diaz links because some people ain't seen it. And then I'm going to move on to Bruno Guimaraes because there's news on that. Right. Let me tell you what's been reported, first of all, on this Luis Diaz situation. This guy, El Chiringuito, yeah? You all know it, from Spain. They're saying exclusiva. Manchester City have agreed a 5-year deal with Luis Diaz. City are willing to pay 70 million euros to get the Colombian. And I just don't think this is true, man. I just do not think this is true whatsoever. Sam Lee's saying it's fake news, which is good, right? Because that is, I mean, I don't know why. I see people say they want him. Why on earth would you want Luis Diaz? I don't want to sign no more wingers, man. We don't need no more wingers. We do not need no more wingers. That would just be absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There is no truth in the reports claiming an agreement has been reached between Man City and Luis Diaz. City extra confirmed. This is not true. We ain't signing this guy. No way. We're not signing another winger. Why would we sign another winger? I seen Fabrizio tweet it 2 weeks ago saying City are looking at another winger. Why on earth would we sign another winger, especially a left winger, when we've got 4 players, 4 plus Foden that could play there? This is not happening, man. This is absolutely not happening. And Sam Lee's saying it's not true. I mean, listen, that is crazy. I mean, I don't know what to say, man, because I don't even think it's true. But if it is, then that is insane. Just out of curiosity, yeah. Just out of curiosity, yeah. Would you guys be interested in Luis Diaz? Because I wouldn't. I don't think he's that good. I don't even think he's that good. A lot of City fans are out here saying he's decent or whatever. I don't think he's that good, man. I think he's not even that good, to be honest with you, lads. I don't want him. I really don't. I've never rated him. I've never rated him once. Never rated him, man. Honestly, it's insane. Oh, yeah, I did a poll. What's the poll? Wow. 62% of people say they don't want Luis Diaz at Manchester City. That's insane. Yo, that is I'm just seeing Nabil's tweet here, right? That is the quickest rebuttal of all time. City seen that news then and said, no, that's not true. Get the news out that it's fake news, man. Because people are already starting to tweet that it's fake news, man. Yeah, they was probably so confused. He's probably just using us as sort of like contract negotiation or something. I'm not sure where this guy's got his information from. But yeah, it's now been confirmed as fake news. Yeah, insane. He's really good at tight spaces. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. When Liverpool fans are in the chat and on Twitter saying, good, get rid of him, you should be concerned. You should be concerned. Absolutely insane. But listen, Sam Lee's saying it's fake. I'm pretty sure he's just dialed into City now and asked them, and they've said, no, this is fake news. Get it out there. It's fake news. So, yeah, thank God. Thank God that that's not happening. Oh, my days. I would have lost my shit, man, if we would have signed this guy over a DM. I would have lost it, man. But yeah, that's positive. That's positive that we're not signing. I can't believe some of you, man, some of you guys in the chat, yeah? Some of you guys in the chat saying, oh, I'd take him, LB. The guy's not that good, man. It's not. And we have 4 left wingers, bro. 4 left wingers. I can't believe some of you need to look at yourself in the mirror, man, and question why you wanted this guy. We need a DM. We need a DM, man. Not left winger. We've got 4. We're chilling on the wings. We're chilling on the wings. Yeah, at least we got some exciting news for 10 minutes. 55 says, if it was true, Fabrizio would have said it. Not even we are linked. Plus, don't think we are signing anyone else because the club are lazy. I've told you my opinion. I don't think we're signing any other players. I think that's us done. I will go through the Bruno Guimaraes news in a minute because there is some news that came out from the Athletic, an actual semi-reliable source. I'll go through that in a second. Straight from the Liverpool camp, this link. Yeah, but why would Liverpool drop it, though? Why would Liverpool? If this is completely fake news, which I think it is, as I said at the start of the stream, and I hope it is, because I don't want him and I don't want another winger, why would Liverpool put the news out there? That makes no sense, though, E-Ink. You know what I mean? Why would they do that? How would it benefit Liverpool to put out this fake news story? I don't see how it benefits them. So I don't know where this has come from. I think this has probably come from his agent, maybe. Or has this guy just completely made the story up? Is this guy that thirsty for recognition in his life as a journalist that he just releases fake news? I don't know, man. These serious questions need to be asked. Why do we always get used all the time? We always get used. Our club gets used all the time for fake news stories. It's absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense. And no, we ain't signing. I tweeted this the other day. Yeah, I tweeted this literally the other day. We are not signing another winger. It's not possible. Where are they all going to play? There's only 2 winger positions. How many wingers do we actually have? We have Grealish, Bob, Savio, Doku. Sure, there's another one. Bernardo Silva can play right wing. Foden can play both wings. Like, there's no way, man. And I don't know why these journalists keep on saying City are interested in Luis Diaz. In wingers. Fabrizio tweeted it the other week and said City are still looking at a potential winger. Why? I don't believe it, man. And if we would have signed this guy, yeah, over a DM, oh my days. What are we? We literally just wasted 60 million pounds, 70 million euros. This is the thing, right? I say this again. All summer, and people who watch my streams regularly will back me up on this. All summer, I've not been sitting here going, we need to spend 200 million. I just wanted a DM. A DM, bro. I was asking for Kimmich, bro, at 40 mil. 40 mil Savinho, 60 mil spend. Chilling. I'm happy with that. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, we got to go spend out 200 million. So, yeah, this is fake news. But I knew this was fake news straight away. Hence why I did tell you to turn off the stream. Because I didn't want you guys to waste your time. You know what I mean? Because in no way could this have been true. You know, in my head, this didn't compute. Error 404, blue screen of death, red ring of fire, or red ring of death, or whatever it was called, Xbox 360 settings. But you know what I mean? What are we doing, man, with this DM? Come on. Anyway, let me move on to the Bruno, because this is fake. This is fake news. I'm not speaking about this anymore. Diaz couldn't finish his dinner. Good work rate. He does have good work rate, Henry. Spot on. He's not that good. He's not. People think he's good because he does all the, he drops his shoulder and he has like quick acceleration. He's not that good, man. I'm telling you, man. I speak to a load of Liverpool fans who, they like him. They don't hate the guy, but he's no Mane. You know what I mean? Mane was a player. You want to talk about proper wingers at Liverpool? Mane. He was a proper player. Yeah? Salah. Luis Diaz, man. He ain't that guy. He's a bit of like a squad rotation player, someone that you can bring off the bench. Is versatile and that, but You know what I mean? He's not good enough to start week in, week out for Liverpool, especially if you consider Liverpool a big club. Not big club, that's the wrong word. If you consider Liverpool a club that should be competing for honours, i.e. Premier League and Champions League, I just don't think he's caught up to it, Luis Diaz, personally. I just don't think. I think he's a level below that. I think he's a good player to have in your squad. Don't get me wrong, but he's miles below the likes of Mane. He's miles below the likes of Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane was clear. Sadio Mane was absolutely clear of Luis Diaz. Yeah. MIB says nothing like a bit of midday madness to get the heart going. Never mind, we carry on as normal few. Well, it's not a wasted time anyway, because I was literally going to go live to talk about Bruno G, because there's been more news this morning on Bruno G. LB is great in tight spaces. He's a good fit, says JTI. Najema, is it? Says we could go Saudi and buy Ruben Neves. Not for me. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough, bro. I do not think Ruben Neves is good enough for Manchester City. Fans are starving for signings. Right, let me tell you about this latest news anyway that came out earlier on. This was from The Athletic, who actually, to be fair, usually do get some decent information and decent sources. Basically, The Athletic are saying this. Manchester City held some informal discussions over the potential signing of Crystal Palace's Eberechi Eze towards the end of last week. Although sources indicate Manchester City are casting their net far and wide as they consider bringing in a new face. They also say the initial message coming out of Manchester City this time last week was that they are happy with what their current squad looks like, but are exploring the market for another player in case they find someone that meets their criteria. And then they go on to say, and this is a weird, I don't know what this means. Manchester City believe that Newcastle United's Bruno Guimaraes is still keen to join them. Manchester City believe he's still keen. What does that even mean? So have you spoken to him? Have you spoken to Bruno? Have you spoken to Bruno G and said, do you still want to join? Has he said, yeah? In that case, great. Have you spoken to his agent and he said, yeah? In that case, great. Otherwise, where are you getting this from? And also, can I just point there, yeah? And Nobbins said this on Twitter before. If you think Bruno G wants to join Manchester City, why don't you put a bid in? Why don't you put a bid in and make a decision happen? And listen, I think Newcastle will reject the bid personally because, you know, why would they sell him? People talk about FFP and that. I think they'll just if they talk about FFP for next year, well, they've got until July next year to get money in anyway. And why don't you just wait until July next year and then sell all your players like you've done this year? That's exactly what they did this year. Why would you sell him? I think he's so crucial to the way Newcastle play. The only way to get Bruno was to pay his release clause, in my opinion. If we end up listen, I'll say this: if we do end up signing Bruno G, especially if you get him for less than £100 million, then fair play. Fair play to Tiki, fair play to the board, because that's insane. And actually, this, I don't know about you guys, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Josko Gvardiol deal. And if you remember what happened during that negotiation, Leipzig wanted Josko Gvardiol to be 80 million plus. They wanted him to be the most expensive defender in world football. It was like a thing. They just wanted it. And they've been saying it for about a year, maybe even 18 months. They were talking about it non-stop in the media. City Extra reporting it on Twitter. If City had to sign Gvardiol, it's got to be 80 mil. It's got to be 80 mil. Leipzig will not sell him for less than 80 mil. And I remember sitting on stream saying, if you want him, you got to pay 80 mil. And then we ended up signing for about 76, 75. Granted, obviously, it's still very close to 80 mil. It's not too far away. But we ended up getting the deal for less than everyone thought. And maybe City, based off the experience of that Josko Gvardiol deal, maybe Newcastle have said 90 mil or 95 mil or 100 mil, otherwise you're not getting him. And City are going, well, hang on a minute. Yeah. This is what was happening with Josko Gvardiol, and we have the confidence that we can get this deal over the line. But then Bruno G, this deal is not going away. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think the Bruno G deal is dead and buried. I would be amazed, stunned if we signed Bruno G. I just don't see how it happens now. With less than 3 weeks to go of the window. Yeah, we got what? Yeah, 2 weeks, 4 days. 2 weeks, 4 days left of the window. I don't, and not only that, if you buy Bruno G off Newcastle, that then puts them in the mud because then they have to go and buy someone on the quality of Bruno G, unless they think they've got the quality already there. But do they have the quality there without Bruno G? I mean, Bruno G is a top player, a top player. So I just thought, I've said this for so long. If you wanted Bruno G, you needed to pay the release clause. The release clause is now ended. The release clause is now over. Unless that's fake news. Unless that's fake news. Maybe the release clause is still active and everyone's got it wrong. But I'd be stunned if that many journalists who keep on reporting that the Bruno G release clause is over have got it all wrong. I'd imagine, and it's probably true, that the release clause is expired. So I just don't see it. Yet City still believe Bruno G is keen to join them. So for me, it's just weird. So obviously this journalist has asked City or asked a source in City about Bruno G, right? If City were not still interested in him, they probably would have just said, no, it's over. But they didn't say that. They said, we still think Bruno's interested in joining City. Why would you have said that if you're not interested in him? Because if you're not interested in him, you're not speaking to him. If you're not speaking to him, how do you know if he's interested in you? So again, by the process of elimination, this news that has been released by The Athletic about Bruno Guimaraes is either A, completely fake, yeah, or B, correct. And then if it is correct, you've kind of got to ask what's going on. Because no bids have been made. I find it so strange, man. I find it so weird, like how we've sort of approached this window in the sense that, like, for me, yeah, Fabrizio Romano, by the way, is now coming out saying City deny any agreement with Luis Diaz after recent reports. So yeah, this is that was fake news. Who is that guy? Who is he? Let me see who he is. Who is this fake news reporter? Marcos Benito from El Chiringuito TV. Luis Diaz on Manchester City. Liverpool are already looking at a replacement for the Colombian. Apart from Luis Diaz, City also want a second striker. Nothing is finalised. Liverpool have to evaluate the offer. What? He's still saying that he tweeted that 5 minutes ago. Oh, no, he didn't. He tweeted it 10 minutes ago. Who is this guy? So who is he, right? Or is he just continuing to dig himself in a hole? Because I can't lie. This guy's looking like a bit of a muppet right now. Marcos Benito, yeah, of El Chiringuito. He's still saying the offer is there. Liverpool are evaluating the offer. Yet everyone else in England, and including Fabrizio Romano, are saying that it's not true. Bro, you need to speak, innit, Marcos? You're getting cooked on the timeline. You're getting cooked on the timeline. This ain't a good look for you, bro. He only looks young, man. El Chiringuito TV. I don't know why he's still saying it's true. And why is he still saying it's true? He literally he tweeted that. He tweeted that 12 minutes ago. Why is he still saying it's true when everyone's saying it's not true? It's definitely not true. I said that at the start of the stream. Again, my advice is to turn off the stream because this ain't true. We're just chatting now. Why is this journalist continuing to tweet saying that it's true and that Liverpool are evaluating the offer when Fabrizio's come out and said it's not true? When Sam Lee's come out and said it's not true? This guy's just digging himself in a bigger and bigger hole. He's going to look like a fool. Oh, unless he's true and everyone else is wrong. I mean, Sam Lee, maybe he's wrong. I don't know. Maybe Fabrizio's wrong. Yeah, Sam Lee's just tweeted again. Apart from anything else on the Luis Diaz situation, signing any winger would feel a bit mad. I agree. But I do think City are potentially looking at it because Fabrizio as well said that City are interested in a winger. I just don't understand why we'd be interested in a winger. Really don't get it. Anyway, back to the Bruno. Sorry, guys. There was obviously just the breaking tweet there. Yeah, back to the Bruno G situation. Weird, because clearly City are still chasing Bruno. Still chasing him. Otherwise, why have the Athletic put that news out? But where's the bids? You got to make a bid if you want him. I honestly just think that, like, we should have just gone and got some young player. I know I'm changing my mind now, but like, I didn't think we'd not sign anyone. I know there's still 2.5 weeks left, right? But for me, João Neves, 60 mil, he was there available. Could we not have got him? Kimmich is available for 40 mil. Yeah, I've got Liverpool fans messaging me saying, please, please, LB, take Luis Diaz. Roms has just messaged me from Never a Foul and various other streams that he goes on. He's just put it out as well. He's just literally just messaged me saying, LB, please take Luis Diaz. I don't know why so many City fans what he does to get him. I don't think he's that good personally. Weird, man. So strange. What is going on in this chat? I see someone else tweet as well. Have you seen how many transfers have broken down this window? Have you seen how many transfers have got to like medical stages or contract negotiations and then have just failed? It's so, I don't know what is going on, man. I don't know what is going on. Let me see if I can bring this up. It might freeze. I'll have to unplug it and plug it back in. Yeah, here we go. 1 sec. Let me just plug my camera back in. This is the Bruno G tweet from earlier on today. 1 sec. Let me just take that out and pop it back in. Where are we? There we go. I'm back. Manchester City believe that Bruno Guimaraes is still keen to join them. Let's have a look at some of the comments on this post. Do it, says Goaters Motors. Then buy him, says Ant. Can we just make it happen like right now? Go ahead and buy him. 115 charges, so sweet. 115. If we get this guy, it's genuinely over. Looking at this team, I see two things missing: a backup striker, and after Alvarez's departure, and a CMD. Getting Bruno could be the signing of the season, says Aubrey. Dominic says, do it. We have to wait until 48 hours towards the end of the window just so Newcastle can sell their most important player to give us at giveaway price. Checkmate. Most players are keen to join City. How is this news? What's the point? If City don't pay or agree the fee, keen to join. Yeah, I kind of get that. Like, if you want to sign a player, you do have to make a bid. Send 55 plus 5 and wait for Newcastle to compromise. Should be an easy deal. Tom, how is it an easy deal, bro? It's not an easy deal. Newcastle are going to sell one of their star players 5 days before the season starts. You could try bidding the 200 million. We could all do with a laugh. I think that might be a Newcastle fan. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, if you want the player, you've got to get the if you want the player, yeah, you have to put the bid in. And I just wonder what is going on in the background. I don't think we're going to sign anyone because I just have a feeling that we're not going to sign any player, right? But surely Tiki, surely Khaldoon, surely Varane and Pep Guardiola as a four-man panel are sat there in meetings together and are not considering going in or considering not going in, should I say, for another DM. Now, we did discuss this yesterday with Nobbin. Some of you would have seen it because I took it down because it was lagging and that. But maybe City are now at the point where they think they can play Kovacic and Bernardo in midfield. We're being told by various different journalists that Bernardo Silva will not be used on the wing this year. He's going to go back inside. I wonder if City are looking at that going, do we actually need a DM? Could we not just play Kovacic and Bernardo Silva as a two-man pivot and get away with it? I think that's what they might be doing. I think that's what they might be doing because you look at a DM option. If you go get Bruno at 80, 90 million quid, could you not just do the same this year and just have Kovacic and Bernardo? I think that's what they're weighing up. I don't know if they've made the decision, mate. I think they're... I don't think they know. I don't think they fully know if they should get a DM. I don't think they know. I think they sat there saying, should we get one? Maybe we should probably get one. But then they look at Kovacic, who played really well again at the weekend. Look at the fact Bernardo Silva can sit next to him like he has done before in the past, next to different players, and go, why should the club spend 80 million when they can just play Kovacic and Bernardo? They're probably looking at it and going, we don't need one. We don't need one. But it's a risky strategy, mate. It's a risky strategy because I tell you what, yeah, if we don't sign a DM and this Kovacic-Bernardo thing doesn't work, I'm going Kovacic-Bernardo because I think that's more likely than Kovacic and Nico Riley, yeah? If they go Kovacic and Bernardo, that doesn't work. I think a lot of people are going to look at that and go, Why didn't you just sign a DM? Everyone knew you needed a DM. All City fans knew you needed a DM for months and months and months. Why didn't you go and get one? But should you not just put your trust in Kovacic and Bernardo? I mean, Bernardo's been here a long time, 7 years. Yeah, top player. Top player. Kovacic, very experienced. Should we not just be backing these players and putting our confidence and trust in these two players? Well, listen, if that's what happens, then yeah, we will, because what's the alternative? Every time them two get picked as a double pivot and Rodri gets rested, we sit there and go, oh, we're going to freaking lose. No, what's the point in that? You might as well back it. But if it doesn't work out, I think there's going to be a lot of question marks from City fans. I think this is a big gamble. I think it's a gamble. But do I understand why they're taking the gamble? Yeah. Would I do the gamble? No, I wouldn't gamble. I'd go and get a DM. Because especially if this is Pep Guardiola's last year, in my opinion, if this is Pep Guardiola's last year, you should give Pep Guardiola all the tools necessary to go out and win everything possible, right? Because why wouldn't you do that? Do I understand why they might be looking at it going, we don't need one, we've got Kovacic and Bernardo? I do understand it. I don't agree with it, personally. That doesn't mean I hate it. That doesn't mean it. As soon as the first game that Kovacic and Bernardo playing, Rodri's on the bench, I'm going to be saying, oh, bloody hell, cursing the team, cursing Pep and that. I'm not going to be doing that. But I am allowed my opinion, and my opinion is that if it was me, I'd have signed a DM. And I'd have signed a DM back in July and got it done over and sorted across the line early. And then that would be me done. And my original pick was Kimmich, by the way. It would have only cost around 40 mil. So again, to anyone that says, oh, you can't just go out there and spend loads of money all the time. My total transfer this year would have been 60 million quid. Savio and Kimmich. That's it. That's all I wanted. You know, if you wanted Bruno 100, fine. But, you know, there were basically, what I'm saying is there were players out there that you could have got. Should we go into panic mode if we don't sign a DM? I don't think we should go into panic mode, because I think Kovacic and Bernardo, it's quite funny, actually. I think, actually, if we play Kovacic and Bernardo, ironically, the problem doesn't become our defence and the CDM. It actually becomes the attack, because then you've gone from, you know, probably 2 attacking midfielders, yeah, Foden and De Bruyne. And actually, we should probably include Rodri in that, because Rodri's numbers last year were insane. Like, he gets goals and he gets assists. Kovacic doesn't score. Kovacic doesn't assist. That's not his game. It never has been his game. It never will be his game. He's a possession-based player. Keeps the ball. He carries it. Drives the ball up the pitch. He's never going to score. He's never going to get assists. Bernardo Silva doesn't really get that many goals and assists. He gets a few, but he doesn't really get that many. Yeah, it's not really his game to do that. His attributes are, well, what is that? His attributes are, again, keeping the ball in tight spaces, extremely high work rate, one of the highest working players I've ever seen at this football club, big game experience. But again, he doesn't really chip in with too many goals and assists. He's not as low as Kovacic. He's a lot higher than that. But again, if he gets double-figure goals, that's probably the best you're going to get from him. In that situation, you wouldn't be able to play Grealish. If you play Kovacic and Bernardo as the 2 DMs, you can't play Grealish on the left, because he doesn't get goals or assists either. So you're going to have to play Bob, Savio, or Doku on the left, and then obviously Bob, Savio, or Doku on the right. Obviously, pick from the other 2. Yeah, I said it for a while, man. I don't think we're signing anyone, lads. I really don't. I think that's it. I think our transfer window's over. And again, I don't agree with it. I would have got a DM personally. But this conversation reminds me of when we sold Sterling. And I said on a stream, I think it's a mistake not signing a fast-paced winger, right? Now, I think we went on to win the treble, right? But that wasn't the point. The point was, for me, it's about optionality. It's having different options. And we didn't have any options. And now we have got the options on the wing. The DM reminds me of that, in the sense that if we don't sign a DM, does that mean we're not going to win the league? No, I still think we'll win the league. But if Rodri gets injured or suspended or whatever, and this Kovacic-Bernardo thing doesn't work, that could cost you the league. It could. I think it will work. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay if it's a short period of time. Like last year, Rodri got suspended for 3 games. 3 games. If you're telling me we would have gone to Anfield with Kovacic and Bernardo DM, in fact, who actually played as DM that? I think it was it not Bernardo? Because I remember Kovacic played, but Kovacic actually played a little bit further up, didn't he? Let's have a look who played in the midfield that day. Results. There it is. 1-0 loss. Here we go. One second, let me reset the camera, guys. Who played in midfield? Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, and Rico Lewis. Okay, so situation is there. Kovacic dropped an absolute stinker. Yeah, it's probably his worst game ever for City. Rico Lewis played well. I don't actually remember how Bernardo Silva played. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't actually remember how Bernardo Silva played in that game. If anyone can let me know in the chat, I can't actually remember how he played, but I'm pretty sure that day Bernardo Silva was the deep lying player, because I'm pretty sure Kovacic was actually quite high up. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it was. MTFC OK says bid for Matheus Nunes would not be discouraged by Man City, but at present it seems unlikely anyone will come for him. Saudi Arabia could be cutting back their spending this summer. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing with Saudi Arabia, right? There was some news that came out. Oh, sorry. Big up Mansour says current squad won us the Premier League and brought us within reach of another treble. There's no need to go overboard with additional signings. I agree with you, bro. This is why I'm saying, Mansour, yeah, that I don't agree with the approach of not buying a DM. If that is the approach, I think we should get someone. But I'm not going to be raging at it. But if it doesn't work, they'll get criticised, mate, because that's what you can do. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be sitting there on 1st of September going sick, saying, why didn't we sign anyone? I'm telling you now, I think it's the wrong move. But I think that with Kovacic and Bernardo, I think we have enough. But in my opinion, it is a risk, Mansour. It is a risk. Nico O'Reilly says Smith. Again, he'd be in for options. You know, he could play Carabao Cup games, FA Cup games. I'm pretty sure Nico O'Reilly could come off the bench with 20 minutes to go. There's 8 Champions League games this year. Normally, by the time we get to match day 5, match day 6, we've already qualified. Of course, the group this year is going to be harder. It's going to be harder because obviously we're going to get someone in pot 1, and we don't normally get someone in pot 1. We normally get people out to pot 2, 3, and 4. But maybe by the time you got to match day 6, you've qualified. I know that it's a league, you know what I mean, but you could still be qualified by the time you get to match day 6 or 7. Maybe Nico O'Reilly could play a couple of games there. And again, when it comes to Rodri, I've said this before in the past. If we find ourselves 3-0 up, yeah, you got to get him off the pitch, mate. I'd even go so far as to say, if you're 2-0 up at home against a lower league team, I know this happened against Palace, right? But it wasn't really the fault of Rodri. If you're 2-0 up at home with 20 minutes to go, this team should be good enough to take Rodri off the pitch. We shouldn't be in a position where we're playing Palace again at home, right? Although Palace are probably not a good example because they're actually pretty good now with that new manager. But let's just use them anyway. We're 2-0 up against Palace 70 minutes. We should be able to take Rodri off, go to Kovacic and Bernardo in the midfield, maybe put Grealish on the left wing to hold the ball a little bit, right? And say, shut the game out. We should be able to do that. We shouldn't be in a position where you have to play Rodri for every single minute of every single game. Like, that's why he was knackered. That's why he was knackered. But we can't do what we did last year because by the time we got to that Real Madrid second leg and the Chelsea FA Cup game, Rodri, he wasn't there, man. The lights were on, but no one was home. The guy was gassed out. Didn't have nothing left to give. This is a player that plays so many minutes for his country, so many minutes for his club. And he doesn't just do the Sergio Busquets thing where he sits in the middle, controls the game. The guy's sprinting forward. He's putting ball. He's doing all the stuff. He's sprinting everywhere. You know what I mean? So you've got to manage his minutes more. You have to manage his minutes better than we had done last year. Where to buy some players right now, says Anthony. Right now, Kimmich is available. Varela's available. There's other players available. Adam Wharton. If you put a bid, listen, I think the Adam Wharton thing's more risky than people are making out. I think people are hyping him up a little bit too much, personally. Yeah, but if you think he's that good, go and sign him. Like, there are players out there. I've said this last night on a stream. Yeah, I've said for a long time that football is dying in terms of like there's a massive talent drain in football. Look at the striker options. Yeah, there are none. You go back 10, 15 years, Edison Cavani was probably what? The 10th, 12th, 13th best striker around? If Edison Cavani was a regen now, it'd be a top 3 striker in world football. It'd be £100 million player plus. CDM position is actually a position which is still pretty strong. It's still a pretty strong position. There's still quite a lot of players out there. Still quite a lot of players out there in that CDM position that you could sign. It's one of the stronger positions. I'm not saying necessarily it was strong as it was 10 years ago, but it's not dropped off as much as some of the other positions. Yeah. So you can still sign someone if you want to sign someone. If you don't want to spend 100 million on Bruno, go get Kimmich. Kimmich can play right back. He can play midfield. He's got experience. He's worked with Pep before. You know what I mean? I know some people don't like him or whatever. Or don't think he's that good, but you can't knock the price. 40 million. Play right back, centre Diaz, centre mid. He could probably play the Gundogan role. It would be a top signing for cheap. Yeah, you know what? I might change the title of the stream, man. Actually, because people keep on coming in talking about Diaz. But to be fair, people in the chat will confirm. I did tell people it was fake news, and we were just discussing it. We just wanted to chat. But yeah, 50. Yeah, but John, the thing is though, right? If you got a Kimmich, right, and say, listen, mate, how old is he? How old is Kimmich? Kimmich is 29, right? It's 30 in Feb. Right, Kimmich. You want to work with Pep again? You want to work in the Premier League? You never worked outside Germany, mate. You want to work in the Prem? You want to work with Pep again? Well, we'll give you a 4-year contract. Yeah, it'll take you up until you're 33. 250k, 275k a week. You telling me he's going to reject that? I don't think he's rejecting that, man. What, over £75,000? If you put him on 250, 275, by the way, he's worth that as well. All day long. He's so experienced. Yeah. You tell me he's rejecting that 4-year contract? Remember, he's out of contract at the end of the year. There's no guarantee Bayern Munich will put him on the same money, and they probably won't. So you're saying, I'm guaranteeing you this solid cash for the next 4 years. You'll be played right back. You'll be played DM. You'll be played centre mid in sort of the old Gundogan role. You'll be back in you'll be in the Premier League. You never played in the Prem. Come and experience the Prem. You're working with Pep Guardiola again. I just personally think it's a no-brainer, but a lot of people don't want it. So, and it's good if City don't want it. If City wanted it, they would have done it because it's so cheap. But I'm surprised no one else has done it, man. Why have Arsenal not gone for Kimmich? Unless, like, he wants to... I don't mean this to, like, dunk on Arsenal. Unless he wants to win things and, like, he thinks that going to Arsenal, he still might not win anything. Maybe, but I'm surprised that no other team has gone for him. Why haven't Liverpool gone for Kimmich? Liverpool win stuff. Why have they not gone for him? They were willing to pay 50 mil for Zubimendi, pay 40 mil for Kimmich, pay him 300 grand a week. Mint signing him and McAllister in the midfield. Bro, they'd be cooking. Yeah, is what it is. Is there anything else that I wanted to speak about? Let's have a look if there's anything else on the news. Let's have a look. I don't think that there is anything else on the news. Now, we spoke about the 115 case last night. The date has been set. If you've not watched that, go watch the stream last night. Incredible stream. Go check it out. Nah, I don't think there's anything else. No, there's not, man. There's not. Right, sweet. There we go. Yeah, weird stream, innit? Weird stream. I don't feel like it's been a wasted stream anyway, because I was literally about to go live for the Bruno Guimaraes news. I was going to go live at 1:30, but anyway, kicked me into gear. That was some fun, wasn't it? That was some fun. LB Hassan put your video on Liverpool today. Yeah, bro. Listen, I said that, on Liverpool, and all these Liverpool fans tried to cook me. Who's laughing now? Oh, there's still 2 months left of the window. Now there's 2.5 weeks and you've not signed anyone. And you've just been rejected by Zubimendi. Yeah? Just because someone says something about your club that's not nice doesn't mean they hate your club or hate you as a person. I just give my opinion on Liverpool. And that was a completely reasonable opinion. Yeah, a load of Liverpool fans started trying to cook me and that, saying, this guy don't know what he's talking about. There's still 2 months left of the window. All right, well, there's 2.5 weeks left of the window and you're not signed anyone. And the last guy rejected you. Well done. GG's. Right, I'm live on the terrace at 3:30. Not sure what we're discussing yet. And I'll be back later on tonight. I'm also on Luke's channel as well. Guys, smash a like. This is fake news. The title is... I'm going to change the title of the stream, man, because now it's been confirmed as fake. I'll change the title of the stream so people don't get clickbaited. But yeah, smash a like. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Guys, we're on the road to 20k. Less than 1,000 subscribers away, man. Less than 1,000 subscribers away from 20k. We're going to get that. We're going to get that by the end of August. Yeah, we're going to push hard. We're going to push hard. And we're going to get that by the end of August. Make sure you're sharing this with your friends, your mum, your dad, and everybody else. Smash a like. Give me your comments in the comment section below. I'm back later on tonight. Catch you next one. Peace out.